po mga kabibig, parang delikado itong si VP Sara. Naku po, paano yan? Sabi ng Korte Suprema na pinapakokomento sa petisyon para simulan ang impeachment versus VP Sara. Ang mga senador, ang Senado, na call out ng Korte Suprema, binigyan ng ultimatum na magkomento sila sa petisyon na simulan na ang impeachment ni VP Sara. Ayon dito mga kabibig, pinagkokomento na ng Supreme Court ang Senado patungkol sa petisyong humihiling na agarang simulan ang impeachment proceedings laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Ayon kay Supreme Court spokesperson Attorney Camille Suting, naging mabilis ang kailang pag-aksyon sa petisyon dahil isa umano itong national concern. May kapangyarihan din aniya ang mataas na korte na makialam sa petisyon kaugnay sa impeachment dahil nakasaad sa saligang batas na maaari nilang determinahan ang anumang petisyon kahit pa saang sangay ng gobyerno ito nanggaling. Binigyan ng 10 araw ng Korte Suprema ang Senado para magkomento sa inihaing petisyon. Naku po. At hinggil sa isyu na iyan, naku mga kabibig, si Coco Pimentel, si Coco Pimentel, ano bang ginawa ni Coco Pimentel? Para yatang nag-send siya ng liham. Nag-send siya ng liham kay kay Chis Escudero. Sabi dito, sumulat si Senator Coco Pimentel kay Senate President Chis Escudero kaugnay sa impeachment complaint laban kay VP Sara. Sabi dito ni Kiko Pimentel na to emphasize the constitutional mandate requiring the Senate to act forthwith on the impeachment case of VP Sara Duterte as provided under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 4 of the 1987 Constitution. Sabi dito mga kabibig na the above elaboration affirms that it is the Senate's duty to act on the impeachment case of the Vice President Sara Duterte without any delay or without interval of time. I repeat that this is a Senate's duty. Yon ang liham ni Coco Pimentel kay Senator Chis Escudero. So talagang nagkokompetisyon na ngayon ang Senado, binigyan ng 10 araw para magkomento tungkol sa petisyon ng isang tao na simulan na ang impeachment ni VP Sara. Ngayong araw din ito, si Coco Pimentel ay nag-send ng liham ni kay Chis Escudero at sinasabing kailangan ng simulan ang impeachment trial ni VP Sara without any delay or without interval of time. Paano naman niya sasagutin ni Chis Escudero? Alam naman niya yung ibang senador ngayon ay parang hindi makafocus sa impeachment kasi busy ang ibang senador sa pangangampanya. Diba mga kabibig? So paano kaya yan? May komento naman si Risa Hontiveros hinggil dito mga kabibig sa sulat ni Coco Pimentel kay Chis Escudero. So pakinggan natin ang komento ni Risa Hontiveros tungkol dito. Wait for a while kabibig. So maghintay ka Risa Hontiveros. Okay.
Escudero, parang nag-ispan na within 3 after the election kayo ang ilang senador ang election.
Well, bilang senador at kapag nahinog ang isang impeachment process, magiging isang senator judge, ay dapat manatiling neutral o impartial. Pero nakikiisa ako dun sa sulat na inilabas ng aking minority leader na si Senator Coco Pimentel na sa kanyang pag-intindi sa konstitusyon ay malinaw ang utos sa amin na once matransmit sa amin ang articles of impeachment tulad ng nangyari, ay agad po kaming mag-convene. And I'm sure si Attorney Chel bilang abogado ay may opinion din dyan.
So yun kami, Big. So kung ano man ang maging hukom or kung ipapatawag man sila para simulan ang impeachment complaint ay ready naman si Risa Hontiveros at sabi niya magiging fair naman siya para doon. At today mga kabibig, naghain ng tawag dito ng sina Attorney Torion, naghain sila ng petisyon sa Korte Suprema ng petition for certiorari at prohibition on sa Korte Suprema para para mapawalang bisa ang impeachment case ni VP Sara at maglabas ng TRO ang Korte Suprema. Ito ay ang mga Mindanaoan lawyers ang nagsimula nito, kasama sina Attorney Israelito Torion, Attorney Martin Delgra, Attorney James Reserva, at Attorney Hilary Olga Reserva. So panoorin natin ang statement nila hinggil dito mga kabibig. Okay, so gaano na ba ito gaano sila ka-positibo na posibleng mag-release ng TRO ang Korte Suprema. So, once mag-release ng TRO ang Korte Suprema, so ipawalang bisa yung impeachment.
Why? Because under Section 2, Rule 2 of the Rules of Procedure of the House of Representatives, specifically Rule 2, Section 2. No? You would be surprised of the 19...
So, ito yung mga rason nila ni Atty. Torion kung bakit sila nagsumiti ng petisyon sa Korte Suprema, kung bakit gusto nilang mapawalang bisa ang impeachment case ni VP Sara. So ito yung mga rason nila. I think meron silang 3 rason na nakikita nilang butas sa impeachment case ni VP Sara. So sana makita din ito ng Korte Suprema at makarelease din sila ng TRO. Sabi naman ng Korte Suprema, agaran nilang titingnan ito at kung ano ang pwede nilang maging reaction sa inihain na petisyon ni Attorney Torion and Company and Mindanaoan lawyers.
Read the Rules of Procedure of the House of Representatives, specifically Rule 2, Section 2. No? You would be surprised of the 19th Congress House Rules on Impeachment. Why? Because under Section 2, Rule 2 of the 19th Congress, I'm a law dean, I'm a law teacher, that's why it's very important for me that their own rules should have been followed. But in this case, they did not even follow their own rules. Because in Section 2, Mode of Initiating Impeachment, it reads, impeachment shall be initiated by the filing and subsequent referral to the Committee on Justice of, number 1, a verified complaint for impeachment filed by any member of the House of Representatives or a verified complaint by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member thereof, or a verified complaint or resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House. So this means that even if you have 1/3 vote, if you follow their own rules, Rule 2, Section 2, that should have been referred first to the Committee on Justice. And then even Section 3 of the House Rules on Impeachment, it reads also, it is the duty of the Secretary General to immediately refer any complaint to the Speaker of the House. And under the last paragraph of Section 3, the Speaker shall have it included in the order of business within 10 session days from receipt. It shall then be referred to the Committee on Justice within 3 session days thereafter. That's their own rules. Section 3, Rule 2.
So, yun ang rule ng Congress. Dapat 10 days. Tapos, 10 days siya dapat. Ganun.
Of the 19th Congress House of Justice within 3 session days thereafter. That's their own rules.
10 days.
Section 3, Rule 2 of the 19th Congress House Rules on Impeachment. So, by reading this, they did not follow their own rules insofar as the 3 first impeachment complaints and even the 4th complaint, because it did not even pass through the Committee on Justice.
Ang tanong ba, sino ba ang nagsumite? Sino ang author ng 4th complaint? Yun kasi ang tanong na hindi pa masagot-sagot. Sino ang author ng fourth complaint? Nako.
And then finally, Rule 4, Section 14 of the 19th Congress Rules of Procedure, it even states that the verified complaint shall have specific recitations in the verification. It reads that we, after being sworn in accordance with law, depose and state that we are the complainants in the above entitled complaint, resolution of impeachment, that we have caused the said complaint, resolution to be prepared, and have read the contents thereof, and that the allegations therein are true of our own knowledge and belief on the basis of our reading and appreciation of documents and other records pertinent thereto. Even this was not followed in the impeachment complaint actually filed in the Senate. So we have here a situation where the House of Representatives did not even follow their own rules and rushed in a blitzkrieg fashion the filing of an impeachment complaint against the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
So yun pala ang nangyari, Kabibi.